24 or Zarno4 here, and today we are going to be commenting on someone else's dueling network duel. This is between Birdie and Freketa, I think 180. And Freketa's going first. Mathematician. So that basically says Burning Abyss or shaddoll. Probably shaddoll has become more popular than Burning Abyss on dueling network. Alright, there we go, my throat's cleared. Send Squamata, that pretty much means he's gonna send a beast. Oh, no, he's going for Falco. Sets it back, sets one card face down, and his turn. Alrighty, not the exact kind of play I was expecting, but still pretty good. And Birdie is going to play Reinforcements of the Army. So, could this be Sattellarknight? It is! Summons Deneb. Deneb is Solemn Warninged. That hurts a bit. Unless he already has an Altair or something in his hand that's going to help him out of it, he is in a terrible position. Let's see what he does to get out of this. Pot of Duality. A D Prison, a Soul Charge, and an Altair. All three are good. He's going to take the D Prison, so that kind of hints that he already has an Altair or something like that in his hand. Set some back row. And 4 back row, exactly. Ends his turn. Falco is flip summoned. Its effect is going to be used to bring back Squamata, if it isn't negated. Then it'll probably get turned into Armades, which could be an issue, because Armades can get by all of those spells and traps if it gets the chance to attack. There's the Squamata, and yep, here comes Armades. Bottomless Trap Hole takes out Armades. That was a pretty good bottomless. MST for a Vanity's Emptiness. Emptiness can really hurt. Alright. Let's see what his play is. I'm sure he has one. If he has an Altair in hand. If he doesn't have an Altair in hand. Oh, I can have anything now, gosh. Sorry guys, yawning a ton here. He's gonna go for a Deneb off of his Reinforcement of the Army, search an Altair with the Deneb. He will attack into Squamata. Deneb gets popped. And right now, Birdie is actually in a pretty good position, since he has back row and an Altair in hand. But still, this one's going to be very interesting. Normal summons Lila. Will he attack and then attempt to pop back row? Or... Alright, he's just going to attempt to pop some back row. Alright. He's thinking about it. Hopefully he doesn't call it the Haunted, he chains it and doesn't know the ruling that the card never hits the field. Wait, does it hit the field? Oh, it would in this scenario, because call resolves first. Never mind, I'm thinking of Activate Call of the Haunted Chain MST. Alright, whatever it is, it's a pretty good back row, I imagine, because he saves it with Breakthrough Skill. Alright. Let's see what he's going to do here. I'm testing some consistency with my Bullet 4 deck right now. I opened a pretty nutty hand. I am really looking forward to the Quilliforts coming out. It's going to be so much fun. And I've been waiting for the deck for so long. So he's gone Altair into Deneb, Deneb search Altair, I imagine. Not quite sure what else he would do. He searched something, I missed it. Let's see what else he's gonna go for. So, whatever he goes into won't be able to attack this turn. It is a Diamond Dire Wolf. So he's gonna pop something here. Oh! He is attempting to take back his Diamond Dire Wolf into just attacking with Altair, and Freda is going to allow it. Now he has Deneb a shield, or a set monster, and a set spell or a drop card. And Phase Call of the Haunted is activated. That should come in pretty handy. But there's a Trapstun. Trapstun has become very, very good. And Nova Alpha. Negating the Trapstun brings back Altair. Altair bring back stuff. Yeah, Altair brings back Deneb. Alrighty. So he has an Altair and a Deneb on field. That pretty much means 100% Exceed Summon. I always try and guess the genders of these. I think Vega's a girl, because Vega has a kind of girl appearance. Altair is probably a guy, but I'm not certain. And I do think, guys, that it is definitely possible that their armor is made out of Quilliforts. We'll find out when the new Duel Terminal storyline comes out. And he just dropped 5 monsters. Well, he dropped 3 monsters. He had gotten 2 out on his opponent's turn. So, searches for Unakai, I think. And let's see what he's going to go into. I imagine it's going to be a, what's it called? Deltaros and something. If it isn't, he'll have a leftover monster. Which will, I'm not quite sure what his leftover monster would be. Probably one of the Denebs. Overlays his 2 Deneb. Let's see what he brings out. He's going to bring out a Diamond Dire Wolf. Use Diamond Dire on the set monster. Shadow Games is chained. So, now we get to see what his set monster is. Sends a Beast. And presumably he's going to turn it face up. No? Technically it's already too late to do that. But whatever. It appears that Birdie is going to allow it. They're allowing each other to take back these plays and little mess-ups here and there. Doesn't matter all that much for some of them. Some are pretty significant. And, yep, here comes Deltaros. And he gets popped, and then 2,500 to the face. Alright guys, the sattellarknights are beating shaddolls. Kind of unexpected. And there's a shaddoll fusion. And an emptiness. Oh god. Alright, let's see what he does next. He did, yeah, he added that Unakai. And that's it. That's it for game 1. Sattellarknights take it. Now, the Shadow Mirrors are sighted in. Presumably 3 Shadow Mirror. I'm not quite sure why you wouldn't be side decking 3 copies of Shadow Mirror. Because in the TCG, 90% of your matches pretty much are going to be Burning Abyss or Shaddoll. Actually, more like 80%. Here, I'll do percentages. I'm going to say 50% shaddoll, 30%. Wait. Here, 40%. Eh. Alright, guys, I'm doing terrible with percentages. Here, let me think. Alright, so let's say it's like 50% shaddoll, 50 to 40% shaddoll, 20 to 30% Burning Abyss, and like 20% Satellite, 10 or 20%. I'm too lazy to bother to work out these percentages. Even though it wouldn't be hard at all, really, but I'm sorry, guys, I'm just lazy. You can forgive me, I'm sure. Alright, and there's a shaddoll fusion into a Winda. That hurts. Winda hurts really bad. Plus, he's gonna get off a Falco, and there's a beast in the grave already. Sets 2 back row. Let's see what happens here. Heavy Storm, hand breakthrough skill thing, Raigeki. Powerful. I'm sure that, no, is there a spell card version of something like breakthrough skill? I doubt it. Alright, so summons Deneb. Deneb meets up with a breakthrough skill. I was just talking about breakthrough skill. So the sattellarknights will do back row. Sattellarknights always had lots of back row. They have their relatively small monster lineup, but everything searches. And there's a shadow mirror. That's nice. At least it stopped a Falco. And then Black Rose descends. And Black Rose meets up with Solemn Warning, please? Please, Solemn Warning, that Black Rose. I want Sattellarknight to win this. And he gets that shaddoll fusion back to his hand. Birdie's thinking about it. Yeah, he can't... Yeah, he doesn't get fusion. Shadow Mirror extends to the grave. And he's sending stuff to the grave. It was 2 wiretaps. We got a shaddoll core that's going to add it back. That's pretty nice. Summons Mathematician. Mathematician would be better if the Earth Fusion came out when it comes out. For the TCG anyway. It's been out in the OCG forever. He'll take 1500 directly, and I believe he pitched Falco. Yeah, he had to have pitched Falco. He has a set. Monster. Let's see what he does next. You can beat this. I believe in the power of Sattellarknight. See? I believed, and Rhoda appeared. Rhoda at 3 is powerful. And there's a light mirror. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice, guys? Alrighty, so he's gonna attack the Mathematician. He'll take some damage and draw a card. Flip summons Falco. Nova Alpha negates Falco. That light mirror is gonna hurt pretty badly. You can only activate 1 effect of shaddolls per turn. Put that Falco back in the grave. Put that Falco back in the grave. If you could use them twice, that would be pretty broken. Not to Thunder King, but it's negated by his own light mirror. That Thunder King would be better. If that light mirror isn't there. Alright, he has back rows. And I'm guessing nothing that can get over a Thunder King. Unless he has some weird tech in. Weird Tekkens win games at times, but there is such a thing as too weird a Tekken. Alrighty, so he's just going to take another 1900. Monster is set. You have 2 cards in your hand. I'm sure there's at least, like, one play here. You gotta have something. Alright, he had a Rhoda. Searches out. Yeah. This guy does not seem to know rulings particularly well. He does have this lack of experience. Does Nightmare negate that? I guess it doesn't. I was wrong, guys. I don't know my rulings as well as I think. Alright, so he's going to normal summon Altair. And attack into A's Squamata. And that'll get Nova Alfred. Destiny draw. Another direct attack from Thunder King. He will meet up with the Prison. That Lightmare has been pretty crippling. That Shadowmere would have been crippling if stuff hadn't happened. Alright, he's going to play Reinforcements of the Army, search probably the Unakai, just for pure power. It is the biggest beater the deck has. And it's still a pretty small beater. But, hey, it helps. Nope, he's gonna search Altair. And that MST. That was an amazing MST. Summons Altair. And brings back Deneb. Search something, depending on how many Altairs he's gone through. Alright, he still has one left. I am not 100% certain what's going to happen here. He is going to attack. Deal some nice damage. Main phase 2, go into something. Let's see, what would I go into here? Probably not an Abyss Dweller, it might get beat over. Maybe a Constellar Omega. I am pretty much 100% sure he's gonna go into something here. Actually, since he has that other Altair in hand, he can summon that and have his double Altair that he can attack with, or go into Deltros. And Deltros is mean to everything. He chained Compulse on his own Altair. Summons Mathematician. Mathematician's gonna send something. Let's see, he's already gone through 2 Falcos, so I doubt he has a third one. He's gonna send Squamata, and Squamata means beast. In this situation, at least. Yeah, that rhymes. Huzzah! Anyway, attacks over Deneb. Depending on if he has a second Deneb in his grave, that might have been a tiny misplay because he can search again, but maybe not because he would have had extra monsters. That's Reinforcement of the Army. Search Unakai. Unakai's effect. Sending another Deneb. Attacks over Mathematician. Sinister Shadow Games is activated. Would be so nice for him if... Are you adding cards to your hand, sir? Shadow Games is now Ultra Powerful Searcher. Anyway, so we added a dragon to his hand by pitching the hedgehog. You can just say yes. I think that would do in this situation, but meh. Alright, that was weird. And we all know you have that shaddoll dragon. It's very menacing. And it just got more menacing. He's gonna fuse Dragon and Beast to summon a Winda. And at this point, that Winda kinda wins the game. Attack over Unakai, nothing he can do about it. And then again, he could draw Honest. He does have Shield. He can use those Altairs for shields. Let's see what he goes into. Go, mythical, magical, double summon. If a double summon was played there, that would be crazy. Solemn warning. Oh gosh. The intent. If he draws a monster, he wins. A monster except the beast. He didn't. $100 life. Will we see the sparks used? Sparks for game. Compulse. His back row probably is something if he doesn't just scoop now. I don't know, maybe he got the D prison. Attack with Winda. D prison, D prison, D prison. Hey, you could have held on. Meh. He probably would have lost that game anyway. Actually, wait a minute. Yeah, he probably would have. Because he could go into something there, but that was all he could go into for the turn. What he probably wanted to do was for that altar to get run over. Then at end phase to just go call the Haunted, bring something back. Next turn, normal. 101, Castell, something. Alright, this time he gets to go first, which means he gets to set back row first, and that is always nice. Reinforcements of the army into Deneb. Deneb, search Altair, and wait, no, there was a Veiler. That Veiler coming in handy. Pot of Duality. I imagine he's going to take either Soul Drain or Nova Alpha. Wait a minute, did you send 5? I mean, not 5. No, he sent 3. Pot of Duality was in the grave. And he took the Nova Alpha. Oh gosh. You know there's a semi-solemn judgment lurking back there. Summons Dragon. And he's just going to attack into Deneb. Yeah, there was going to be something for that dragon. Still, he had to kind of waste a D prison on a dragon. Those are mostly meant for Winda. And Wiretap for Artifact Sanctum. That's extremely helpful. Phase 2, more back row. They haven't seen one Honest through any of these games, and I really want to see one played. He has that Honest image. Anyway, Summon Mathematician. He is not going to use the effect. Apparently he's like, maybe called Shadow Mirror, thinks there's one back there. In all honesty, among 3 back row and after side decking, there most likely is. Plus, you could have Nova Alpha'd it. Yeah, I forgot about the Nova Alpha. Because negation and drawing is fun. He's just going to end his turn, so not the best draw. too. I was kind of unaware that Satellars could get dead draws. What can the deck even dead draw? And twice in a row, too. I don't know, spells that don't come in handy right now. A Raigeki. An Honest. Alrighty, so... Summons Deneb. A solemn warning for Deneb. Well, that hurts. Let's see what happens next. He's just gonna end his turn, and there's a Hedgehog. And a Shadowmere for Hedgehog. Power. I'm guessing this is its head. Yeah, it has little ears. On a lot of cards, I have trouble finding their heads. It's weird. Why did they change your name from Shaddoll Lizard to Shaddoll Squamata? What the heck is a Squamata? You know what, we're gonna... right now. Squamata. A weird worm creature. It's a weird reptilian worm-looking thing. He's going to activate that now? Not chain it to something? That confuses me. It just lets your opponent know. Just like, hey, don't go negative from trying to do something. We wouldn't want you to do that. Why did he even set that beast? Well, there was the chance that he would draw into an MST. No, 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 don't lose. Don't lose, birdie. No! Alright, Shaddoll's won. What was his back row? Oh, God. No. Alright, guys, that was another Dueling Network duel. And the Shaddolls won despite losing game 1 to the Sattellarknights. Alright, like, comment, subscribe.